What is up, everybody? It's your boy Rogue here. So, Konami OCG just announced better prizing for OCG players. And as a TCG player, I feel very offended because this is something a lot of us TCG players have been asking about for a long ass time. If you guys look at this image right here, or it might pop up right here, I don't know where I'm gonna put it in the video. They just announced they're gonna be giving this card away, which is a Platinum Stardust Dragon. That's in a case for top 64 of the Chinese YCS. And I'm just sitting over here saying, like, bruh, if I make top 64 in a TCG YCS, which more than likely will probably have more players, I get squat, zilch, nada, nothing. And if I make top 32, we get a freaking playmat. But China over there, they get a card that I'm pretty sure is gonna be worth a lot of money. Because if something like that wasn't over here in the TCG, bruh, so many people would want that because players value unique products like that. That is something that we've been asking for the longest. We don't need anything like too crazy. We don't need any exclusive card that's gonna break the metagame. Give us something like that, or like a Dark Magician, for example, that we can use. So in today's video, I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts and opinions about that topic. And before we get to the actual video itself, smash that like button and hit the subscribe button for more Yugioh content. I'm uploading as much content as I can throughout every single day. And yeah, before you guys leave here, make sure to check out my description down below for my sponsors, Imperium Duelist for 10% off, and then Yugioh Trading Card Man for all your Yu-Gi-Oh needs. Like I said, links in the description down below to save you guys some money for this Yu-Gi-Oh holiday season, especially Yu-Gi-Oh men, because you got 7% off of singles and everything like that, which is pretty awesome. So, bruh, I was just scrolling through Facebook and I'm just like, YCS Prizing, top 64, Platinum Stardust, and they're getting more prizing, by the way. They're getting more prizing, and I'm just like, okay, Stardust Dragon encased, and it's metal, similar to the Blue Eyes White Dragon we got that they were selling in this Kaiba suitcase. I'm pretty sure that was like $1,000. There's like only 2,000 of them made or whatever. Picture been on the screen, of course. And I'm just like, bro, this is something TCG players have been asking for a while. Give us prizing that matters. When Konami increased the TCG pricing, what we got? A border to hold our cards in, freaking dice, a pat on the back, a handshake, and a pretty much Nintendo Switch upgrade from a Nintendo Switch to a freaking Steam Deck. I guarantee you guys, I freaking guarantee you, even though they're not getting cash prizing, these Stardust Dragons would go for a lot of money because this is something that's unheard of for the Yu-Gi-Oh game right now. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players have always wanted something unique like this, and we just never got it because Konami, like I said, if you go to a big event, you make top 32, you get a playmat. That's it. You make top 64, you get nothing. And top 64 is literally the cutoff before anything else. So it's kind of like, so for example, if you go to nationals, right, and the TCG for you guys that may be in OCG, you get top 64 cutoff, then top 32, then top 16, then top 8, top 4, etc. But any YCS level event, you're gonna not get much of anything. You get squat, you make day 2, you gotta hope to win on out from there, you're good to go. I've always been an advocate, y'all. If you make day 2 at a YCS, you deserve something. You don't even have to give us a big special prize and give us like a box of cards or something, because when you go to these big events, you're playing 8 to 10 hours a day. Sometimes you don't even get a freaking lunch break. And then on top of that, you put hours and hours into play testing to try to prove yourself to be the better player with the best deck that you're running at the time. I went to YCS Indianapolis back in June, had a phenomenal time. I made day 2. You know what I got? Nothing. And I knew how this worked already. I'm not complaining at all. But, you know, looking at how other card games like One Piece, Lorcana, and everyone else under the sun, I think even Magic the Gathering to a certain degree, when you make day 2 at an event, even if you don't make the final top cut, you get something that shows you, hey, you did a good job. You don't get the best prize, and you're not gonna get a trophy, but you get additional prizing to help us out. When we already got clowned for giving out freaking air fryers, right? Now, granted, the air fryer thing, that had nothing to do with Konami. That was all propaganda about the guy that watched the video. I mean, he didn't know it. I think he was probably like a Magic player. Anyway, if you guys don't know what video I'm referencing, check out this video right here. I go over everything with the whole Yu-Gi-Oh and air fryer scenario. The video did really good on my channel, by the way, so check it out. that was given out by, I think, a local card shop owner to help out that region. Because when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! Regionals, y'all, your local shop owner, and I think YCS as well, they can give out additional prizing to make the game better. Now, I don't know if in China, now this could be a specifically China thing. Maybe like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Department in China just felt like, hey, since we're doing this event, we can give, I don't know if these Stardust Dragons are gonna be non-official, but I would assume they're official because they're Yu-Gi-Oh! Products, they're official Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters, and you can't really host a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament without at least giving away official products. So I'm assuming, I'm gonna go on a limb and say the Chinese, whoever run the Chinese Yu-Gi-Oh! Department, probably begged and pleaded the Japanese department is like, hey, let us give these players something because we want to give out, make sure our players are getting something of value to do when they do get this event. Now, I don't know how big Chinese YCSs are. Obviously, I'm not Chinese. I've never been to China. I'm assuming they must be huge to get a top 64 breakdown or payout. But I'm just wondering, is it going to be on the level of a TCG YCS? You guys let me know in the comment section down below. That may be from China, that may be from the OCG. I definitely want to hear you guys' thoughts. I know in Japan, they can get pretty big YCSs because that's the originator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Came out in Japan in 1996, so their events get really huge. I think they had an event that was like 5,000 people, 3,000 people. Number will be on the screen, of course. I don't know the number off the top of my head. I'm guesstimating, but it was a huge number when they do their YCS, and their YCS get so huge in Japan that they have to do it. They can't even do best 2 out of 3. They have to do one game, just like Master Duel, which is why if you look at a lot of the deck lists from the OCG YCS in Japan, they main deck a lot of things that's like made for side decking because you get one game. So I'm really curious on how big the Chinese YCS is going to be for them to get a top 64 payout of prizing. And and the crazy part is, like, about the post, like I said, they're gonna get more prizing. So it really makes me think, what else is they gonna get for first place? Are they gonna finally get cash? I mean, everything's up in the air right now. I doubt they get cash, but will they probably get more exclusive products? Like, it'd be dope as hell if they got like the same thing, but instead of getting like the Stardust Dragon for top 64, first place gets like an Exodia, 5 pieces of Exodia, and a platinum rarity casing. Like, they're all platinum, and you can only get it at that one event. And that will be huge for the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it gives the game exclusivity, and it makes cards very valuable, and it makes people who, like myself, who invest a lot of money in this game, it allows us to win something of value. Because if you go to an event, win something that you can only get that at set event, that product or whatever you're winning is going to be worth a lot of money. Supply and demand, that's how stuff become valuable, which is the reason why things like Crush Card back in the day was like $3,000. If you account that for inflation, it's like $4,000, give or take a few dollars off. So nevertheless, man, I think this is really good what Konami is doing, and hopefully in the TCG we get something similar. Like, maybe in China they get Stardust Dragon, and in the TCG we get Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl. I think it'd be really huge. It'd be hype, because especially if you were a player like myself who made top 64, or I didn't make top 64. I think that was like 119th when I day 2, so I made a big mistake. But nevertheless, if you do really good at a big event and you make top 64, because I think honestly going to YCS, as hard as they are, I think top 32 is old school. It really should be top 64. Let's be real, because Nationals top 64. Nationals probably should be top 128, and then break it out from there, because there's just so many people that go to these events. You definitely need something extra to give those people that took their time out to compete on a higher level. So like I think, kudos Konami and OCG for making this thing. I think this is really good for them. And I just want to say, I hope us TCG players get it. But yeah, man, tell me what you guys think about this topic in the comment section down below. Like the video if you're new here. If you want to subscribe for more. Like, Konami of America, whoever is in charge of making these product things happen, you guys need to do something for us TCG players like this. This is something we've been begging for. I'd even argue that the Chinese OCG copied our idea, because there's been tons of content creators like myself on social media complaining, saying, hey, give us exclusive cards like One Piece. Yeah, you don't want to give us cash? Fine, we can accept that. Give us something of value, so that way if we top this event, we could sell it on the secondary market and make profit. I know it sounds crappy, but it's real. I'm not a BSer. I'm real. Whoever wins that Chinese YCS or whoever make top 64, they're gonna eBay the hell out of that Stardust Dragon and make bank. Anyway, man, it's your boy Rogue here. We're gonna give you guys another discussion, and I'm signing out. Peace and stay innovative. You guys have a great rest of your day.